Little Witch Academia, episode 5, another great episode for this amazing series, but I think this episode had a very different feel than the other ones. This episode was more geared towards comedy, and I know there are lots of insane and out of this world situations in Little Witch Academia that makes me laugh, and I think that its intention is to make us laugh, but I think that this episode really turned out to be more of a comedy tone, and it worked a lot with breaking expectations and using plot twist after plot twist to make things very absurd and very bizarre. First, I have to start saying that Luvik Sensei is amazing, and I loved seeing her, even if there was just a little bit, and I don't know, I think that she's the best teacher at the school so far, so I love seeing her, even if it's just a little bit, even if she has only a few scenes. And I was a little confused at the start of the episode because what turned out to be the main event of this episode was that the Sorcerer's Stone was stolen. And I thought that was very strange. I mean, the Sorcerer's Stone is the source of power for the magic in the Luna Nova school, and it was so easily stolen. It was so simple for the dragons to steal it, and I was like, oh my god, this is the most important thing at the school. It basically gives life to magic at Luna Nova, and it was so easily stolen just like that. There was simply no security, and no one even tried to fight back. I mean, the only person who was actually thinking about getting it back was Akko and her crew. Akko and Amanda, basically, and the other ones just had to go with it. I felt that was very strange, and I actually think that it didn't really make sense, even though there was a little twist, right? We know why the stone was stolen. And I don't know, I feel like there should have been a little security there. It should have been a little harder for the dragons to steal it. And talking about dragons, I think that using the dragons was a very nice tactic to show a little action, to show the girls using magic in kind of a combat way. And I don't know, I love action, and I love action specifically when it's in combat. And I loved seeing the girls using their magic, trying to fight back the dragons. Susie using poison and using her breath to make a great explosion. Wow, I loved it. And I don't know, there were so many nice things about that scene. Amanda also used her magic a little bit, and it was nice to see Jasmine holding I have no idea what that other girl's name is. I mean, the technological one. And you know, she was shooting back, and I don't know, I loved it. I think that it was really nice. I thought that scene was amazing. And I don't know, I feel like Little Witch Academia has lots of potential in it. And I know it's not the focus. Combat in Little Witch Academia is obviously not the focus. But I am glad that there are some little scenes here and there that are going to use it. I mean, I hope that there are more coming. But you know, I think that there are. And I think that was one of my favorite parts of this episode. And when they got into the Dragons Lair and we learned about it, I mean, in every episode we're getting lots of big happenings, right? We're getting lots of huge things going on. I mean, we're meeting sacred beasts, we're meeting sacred artifacts, we're meeting sacred authors, and you know, in every single episode so far there was something very big, and this episode didn't really follow that. And I mean, the dragon is pretty important to Luna Nova. It seems that he's pretty important to Luna Nova, and Diana was able to show part of her talent. And I mean, we know that Diana is very talented, right? But she was able to show her talent in a very, very impressive way that I actually think that it was a little bit forced, and it wasn't really believable. I mean, not even one teacher could read that, and Diana could read it so easily. I don't know, I feel like, okay, Diana is amazing, Diana is a genius, But I think that the way they showed it in this episode, it not only puts Diana into a pedestal, but it actually downgrades the teachers of the school. So, I mean, they're so incompetent. You know, that's how I felt. And I feel they do need to do that to make Diana feel great for us. I mean, Diana is already great. She is a very big, talented person, and she has this this weight that she has to carry because of her family. But I think that in this episode, they did not do a great job about that. And another thing about Diana is that I think that Diana has the same passion Akko has for the school. And quickly, Akko knew how strong the situation was, and she wanted to go after the Sorcerer's Stone no matter what. Akko can't even fly on her broom, but she was still going after the dragons, and she was not afraid. She doesn't think much, right? She just goes after it. And it shows her passion for Luna Nova and for magic and for everything that concerns her school and her education in magic, because she believes in the power of magic. And I thought that the school in general was very passive towards the whole situation. And I do believe that I think that more people would react and more people would try to do something. And no one actually stood up to do anything, even the teachers. And well, the teachers knew about the whole situation and what was really going on, but I mean, aren't there any other students who actually wanted to do something about the Sorcerer's Stone? But okay, I mean, we were not shown that, but that's just a guess. And I think that Akko, we were focused on her, so we saw what she was thinking. So I like that. I like that rebel side of hers. And again, we see that side of hers that she's totally clueless about the thing that she does and how this affects people around her, especially her friends, and how difficult she makes life for them with her actions. And she has no idea about it. She's totally clueless about it. And I think that this passion that Akko has for Luna Nova, Diana has as well. Even though that she carries a weight of her family name, she probably has a lot of passion for magic, but in a very different way. She's very traditional, and Akko is totally different, and Akko is totally rebellious, right? She doesn't think about traditions at all. I mean, she wasn't even creative, so she doesn't have these traditions in her, but she is a rebel heart, and Diana's not. But I think that Diana has a lot of that in her, but she doesn't let it show because she has to act in a certain way and she doesn't know how to break that. And I don't know, I feel like everything that Diana did and everything that the way that she fought back the dragon in her own way, it was because of her love for Luna Nova and for magic as well. So we have those two very different ways of showing their passion. So I think that that's a very interesting thing. So yeah, this episode was great. It was very different from the other ones, in my opinion. I think that this episode had a different feel, probably a different writer, I don't know, but I loved it. Even though it was very different, I loved it. I think that it's very special that we have those little different moments, right? It makes the experience even richer. So what did you think about this episode? Did you like it as much as me? What was your favorite part? What did you think about that little scene that Susie looked totally creepy? Because that's one of the most impressive parts of this episode, obviously. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's discuss episode 5 of Little Witch Academia. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time, bye bye.